Hey, you guys, welcome back on in. Welcome back to Central of Concave Souls Tarot, where you have officially been put on notice of the requirement to love yourself, mercy, and of course, we're never looking back, guys. This is your very own truly philosopher, psychic medium, and divine Miss Sunny. Very excited to be with you all for the collective episode, guys. Hopefully, you all are out to a great start to the week. Blessings and abundance to you all. Thank you all so much for your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your super thanks, your hypes, and of course your beautiful comments where we're able to commune on a deeper level. If you are new here, welcome on in to our humble abode where love is truly unlimited. If you are new, please do take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it when you all do. And of course, I love to have you all here with me on a weekly and daily basis. Guys, we're getting ready to get on down to a shout out to Mom Gaia Oracle Message. Shout out to Jazz. What's going on, guys? I miss you guys so much. Guys, let's get down into it. I invoke our angel light, divine beings, heavenly hosts, and floors of divine works on behalf of my beautiful, my handsome, and deserving collective out there who deserve nothing but the very best in life. And they shall receive it. Also, eradicate all instances of evil that are attempting to distort or dismember this message. We come against you now, devil, and we erase you as the chalk to the drawing board, and it is so that said the divine. Give us the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So it's divine, and of course, lead us into an area of consciousness that is housed only in you. So, you guys, there's an individual here. There's a lot of, well, first of all, showing up in the soul. We have the river of turmoil, all is concave. Someone here deeply swimming in the river of turmoil here. There's a lot of torment, and they're tormented because there's also, before I get into that, when we look at the heart, there is the origin of origination here, which is about the womb of indoctrination, self-recalculation, and accountable truths, which stems from the phases of the deep phase, which can be calculated to the premise of the veil. Someone here is tormented by a truth that they have no other choice but to face. And the psychological arena here is the years of year, where you are in the commingling of seasons. That is when you are gathering and reevaluating your life based on cycles that you have created on your own, which is what's happening in this person's mind right now. Reevaluating their entire life, thinking about the entire ordeal of it all. And it has to do with the cycles here that they themselves created. And also they're tormented here, guys, because they took a risk here that was only based on sex, sexual desire, ecstasy, lust, and they're seeing that truth about themselves. Like it's the thing here. And also that's causing them a great deal of guilt, because this is someone here that cannot get over the guilt here of destroying a connection here with you. And now it's in the arena of torment here, because like I say, there is also mass pain. This is someone here who hides their pain, or they're trying to, but it's at a point now here, collective, where they cannot hide that pain anymore. Very depressed here, very much so in pain. And also a great deal of this pain, collective, is coming from them knowing you truly feel as though, you know, this person was a serious major problem for you. You know, it's like the narcissist being pained because of the mask that has been detached or removed, which actually was housing the pain that they were trying to transmute into you, right? Which is why narcissists need an empath. They need someone to monitor their every withdrawal, every denounce, every insecurity, every befallen self, all the things inside them that equate to the ultimate void, which is why someone here, like I say, the masking of the pain is no longer ability here to be put up as a front. And that's here. And like I say, it's really painting them that you really don't see them in the light that you perceive them to be before or prior to realizing that there was a mask. And like I say, you also, they know. This is someone here who feels like and knows that they are a big time loser here. They are a loser with or without this so-called fake third party, right? Because that was even pseudo based. And when they look at all of this, they're ending up empty here. I mean, because now, like I say, they know you feel like they were nothing but a major problem here. And like whoever that got them, they did nothing but take a problem off your hands. Like you're not missing them or any of that kind of stuff. Talk to me about this guilt that they have. Shout out to Lorraine Littleton 9551. What's going on, man? I see my babies. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, guys. This is definitely, like I say, a lot of feeling like they made the wrong judgment call, feeling like that they didn't reflect before they made the decisions that they made, that they now are sitting in all of this regret. And also, like I say, via them, and it's very interesting to me here in this dynamic with this individual, as to they believe that in masking the pain, it was somehow strengthening them in some way. It's very interesting. Or it was allowing them to not reflect on their accountability here. You know, the woe is me and the mask. And the thing about it is they actually are in pain. And it's really something, guys. How much someone here was trying to avoid that reality, like trying to avoid the reality here that they are really truly in pain here over destroying a connection with you. And also they can't make their way back. There's no way, there's no road leading back. They've already put you through enough struggle. And you don't see this person the way that you did. There you are, not reflecting on them. And these are all things here that they are deeply, deeply sorrowful for. Also, things didn't work out with the third party at all. And now, like I say, they can't believe this, right? You know, because now there's the two of emotions, which represents the two of cups that they had with you. Now they're wishing they would have been loyal, that they would have been busy trying to work with you and not against you. And they're very stressed out here because they know, I mean, this is who cannot rest because they know deeply here that there is no new beginning here with you. There is no give me another chance, you know. And you know, you also view this as not worth the fight any longer. You're not willing to put up the fight. You're not willing to jeopardize anything of yourself because you're not going to end up in another scenario where this person is deceiving you in some way. You also, the way you view them as the devil, as a very evil, dark person. I mean, this is much deeper than perception. We're talking from a holistic view. Also the absence of spirit. Like this is someone here who you really don't, there is no connect here because you see this person as evil here. Someone here that has proved themselves to be a devil in disguise. Most definitely here. Frequent, and see, we also have because this is the overall main energy we're talking to at this stage here, collective, we have frequent and varied excuses. And this is what they do. This is in deep association to the Ace of Materials in the reverse and the King of Pentacles here. And also the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse. Them making frequent, varied excuses as to why they were not loyal to you, or they had a reason to not be loyal to you, or a reason as to why they did not give you a substantial offer here. Because this is someone here who wanted your loyalty. They wanted to stay with you while they were uncommitted to you. They also, reasons as to why, they just weren't going to commit. They give themselves every reason, right? In order to keep the pain alive. It's very interesting here, guys. Someone wanting to keep this pain alive, right? And it used to do something, right? When they thought that this is really giving me like that person here, right? Like picture the guy that gives up on the marriage or gives up on the relationship, right? Say you guys, you have a family basement. Well, they just go down in the basement and they be there for like 3 months and they never talk to you, right? Therein goes the projection. Therein goes they flip the game on you. They've changed, right? And all of this, right, is a diversion from the truth, right? This is why, because what they're doing in that scenario is they're making you so uncomfortable, right? So that you will ask them to leave, right? Because they have to be able to blame you. Right? They have to be far removed from the blame. And so there goes the mass pain, right? Because there's a reason why it is mass pain, because it is pseudo pain. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Yeah, but as I was, the mass pseudo pain in the conjunction of trying to administer fault, right? And that's really deeply at the root of projection, right? Because it is the administrator of fault in order to disguise accountability. And that's what's going on here with this mass pain. And that is not to remove the fact that this pain is real. They are tormented here. But even in them being in pain, they are so wrapped up their attempt to escape the accountability. This is how they even get to the mass pain, right? They have to mask it, right? Because also mass pain is heavily about, not wanting to accept the fact that you were right about this, and with their gathering, or hopefully they are, as the fact that this was never about being right or wrong, especially for you, because in the game of right and wrong, they who have wronged you know that they're wrong, right? So that's why it's the game, right? And they try to play in the game of right and wrong. It's just like the game of cat and mouse. Well, I'll prove you to be wrong, right? Or I will bait you into believing that you are wrong when they themselves know that they are guilty. Because someone here definitely knows, like I say, and it is becoming now to the point where them masking this pain, or the pseudo veil of pain, is not going to suffice. This is stepping into real pain, unbearable pain here, over this heartbreak and this breakup, like this, them not having you anymore. And there we go, guys. They're coming up for the frequent and varied excuses. They continue to tell themselves or try to decorate what actually happened. And that's not working. Because the truth about this matter is here that this breakup happened because this person did not they did not sign into this commitment the way that you were, simply put. This is someone here who couldn't have given you all of themselves because they were busy spreading themselves around, right? They were busy spreading themselves around, and that's why they couldn't fully commit to you. And so then it turned into them knowing that this was the Ace of Pentacles, you being the only opportunity here, right? Out of what they have to receive here. They started trying to convince themselves that you were not, oh, you aren't the Ace of Pentacles. The collective does not represent this shiny opportunity or divine opportunity for me. And that was a lie, right? That's another form of pivoting, right? Well, let me, and then therefore they have to continue this narrative on, right? That's when all of the devaluation starts, right? Them trying to, they who once told you were everything, all of a sudden starts revering their own loss or perpetuated loss by stating that you are not everything, right? Well, you are now of lesser value, or you are not enough for them. You aren't doing enough, right? In order to keep them, right? Because then there's the back to cat and mouse collective, right? Because I gotta dip out on you because I'm giving of myself to, Susie, John, George, and I'm trying to hide that. But I don't want you to walk away from me. I don't want you to emotionally disconnect from me. I don't want this marriage to be over, right? I also want to do what I want to do in peace, right? I don't want any argument. I don't want any talk back, fight back. I just want to be able to give, have my body parts all over the United States of America, right? Talk to me about, and like I said, they're depressed here, knowing that, you would rather, because this is the point, this is the part right here, collective. You would rather this person be with this third party? And this is like what is destroying them. Like, they know you. Thank you, goodness. Thank you, Lord. Third party that you came along. Because see you later. Like, I mean, all they did was a problem off your hands. And they know that's how you're viewing this. Like, I didn't lose anything, right? Upon you exiting my life or deciding to be with the third party or whatever you're doing. I didn't lose here, If anything, I got my life back. That's how you're feeling, collective. Yeah, because see, you weren't going to compete. And this is like really somebody here with a distorted self-image, like a distorted ego. Because this is somebody here that really is in deep pain because you would not compete for them. And also, like I say, not only did you not compete for them, and like I say, in order for them to pivot, right? You also viewed them as not worth the fight. Also here, like I say, you were not going to even involve yourself in some form of whatever competition that this person was trying to get you to do in order as a means of control. And this is the thing, like, and this was crazy. Like, this was their meal ticket, they thought, right? That they were, the whole reason why they put this third party in a picture was for you. And that's the very interesting part that maybe the third party still isn't even getting, right? The only reason for the existence of this third party was for you. And I really need you guys to get that, guys, right? The only reason why they did this was because they thought that was going to trigger you enough to reach out to them. Because like I say, in you detaching, right, which is what they were not expecting, you see, they thought that the love was coming. You were going to be after them, right? This was a ploy. and also, guys, we have to that not only was it a ploy, it also is part of them keeping up the tactics of the game, the gaming system, right? Because like I say, somebody looks like they took playing the PS5 way too far. I mean, because this is not a game here. And that's one thing the person is really saying here. Because people aren't games. I really don't understand it. Because like I say, they thought that, oh my God, it was just so sure that you were going to be coming for them. Like, you were definitely going to be coming. And like I said, there we go with the Two of Cups. Showing up for the mass pain. Deeply, this person wanting to work things out with you. You're all they're thinking about. You're all they're reflecting on at this point. And they're reflecting on not seeing that they just know you're not going to change your mind here. They just know you are not going to change your mind, that you are done with them. You are, like I say, rejecting them now. Like I say, and there's a lot of, now they're regretting, like I say, ending things or playing this game of cat and mouse because you did not chase them. You did not compete. Or this fake competition you did not feed into, right? Them dealing with this other person and all of that. They thought that they were going to trigger you, anger you to the point where you were going to come flying their way here. And, it's almost like they're, imagining you being like Prince or Princess Charming, like flying in and finding them, That's not the love story. That's never how the love story goes. Not even in the movies. What are we listening to? Not from this scenario. I don't know how they came up with this. This is like somebody really living in an illusion, like a delusion of self grandeur. I mean, really, guys, and it's completely shattered here. And so is this mass pain now. Yeah, there we go. 5 of Voices in the reverse. We have the Sun in the reverse as well. Yeah, see, they just didn't expect this. They did not know that you were not going to chase after them. I don't know why this person thought that though. I just really don't get it. Their deception didn't work. Yeah. Because see, that's what they thought. They thought you were so attached to them here that you were going to fight. Like, you were going to fight like crazy over them. You were going to come storming like crazy, going crazy over them. See, this is what they wanted. This is definitely toxic love. Like somebody here that really does not understand what love really truly is. And all the love you gave them. And it's really crazy. But now they are, right? And even now. Because right now you're all they're thinking about. Reflecting. Also, the Hermit here is showing up in the position of mass pain. That also represents an awakening here. This could be a fire sign. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. All about them, they themselves, their behavior, who they are, how they show up. Man, and they're really wishing that they had moved in with someone here. They really wish they didn't go be with this person. Because now someone here is really desperately wanting to reconcile with you. And they just know they're not going to get this opportunity. Like, I mean, you are definitely here, the one that got away here, collective. Most definitely. In the challenge position here, we have, like I say, there we go with the 7 of Wands, the King of Wands. There you are. And there we go. Like, that was the challenge here. And get this, collective. No matter how long this has been going on, this person still thought, like, you were going to eventually come, like, trying to knock their door down. You were going to come fighting for them. Because there we go. This karmic relationship that they've been involved in, you and there's them. And they were definitely like waiting on you because you're facing them with their back turned. Right? This is really someone here that thinks they're all that in the bag of chips, guys. Like, and it's just not the case. Like, because you did not do this. Like, that's in their challenge here. Because, like I say, you moved on. You did not entertain this. You moved on, and then their life went down here substantially. They also lost you. They were trying to manifest you from this karmic. Guys, this is what I'm saying. This is like really crazy, guys. Someone here essentially wanted to become a ghost. If that makes sense here, collective. Like, they wanted to be a ghost here. And they wanted to successfully remove themselves from it. And like I say, create a story around themselves in order to get you to manifest you. Not by themselves, but by a pseudo story, right? They were trying to manifest you dealing with the karmic. Didn't work at all. And now, like I say, then they tried to think that they were going to, ascend with this third party or try to build something with the third party. That definitely was a major fail. Wrong judgment call here. And then there's a lot of manipulation here going on. And the challenge point right now, they're in the Magician. Like I said, this really also, like I say, is a major manipulation game that was a fail. because they did not manifest you. And this is also heavily like about someone trying to manifest something out of deception, out of a pseudo made up story. In doing so, the removal or the detachment of self, therefore becoming invisible, therefore becoming a ghost unto themselves, which is why this person loves to create stories. They love to create narratives. And this definitely did not work, like at all. Talk to me about the River of Turmoil, Ace of Inspirations in the reverse. This is about a new beginning not taking form.